It is January 1st, 2026, and we're gonna spend the day together. I'm one of those people that really do love the new year, and I love making goals, and not even just goals, but like intentions, and I would say goals as well. I think all of that is fun, and there's nothing wrong with wanting to make a better version of yourself. And so one thing that I want to do this year is just document it more through video diaries and vlogging, because I grew up watching vlogs and I love vlogs, and I've always wanted to do vlogs in my life. And so why not? It's January 1st, and we're just gonna do it. I don't have crazy plans today. I just moved back to the area that I went to college in, and it's a little bit quieter around town. There's not much going on right now, I don't think. My plan is to go on a long walk today, just reflect on last year, reflect on what I want this year to look like. I thought throughout the day we can kind of talk about different intentions and different goals I have, and I'll just sprinkle them in, and we're gonna have a great day. I'm so excited. Let's get dressed, make a coffee. My first attempts I made yesterday were really bad. Initially, when I first did it, I grinded my beans and they were too fine, and so the water wasn't going through it, so it didn't work. And then I tried it again, it was still too fine. And then I went like all the way up to like the higher end of my grinder for the espresso. It's more coarse now. I think I might need to go down like one notch more, but like seriously, like if I didn't, it would still be good. These are the beans that I used. But my machine honestly could use pre-ground beans because it's not like a fancy machine. It's just like I don't even know, what is that called? Shellux? My mom got it off at Amazon, but it works for me because I just want something easy to make a morning coffee. Yeah, I added brown sugar, honey, sea salt, and then I did a splash of vanilla and then a splash of this peanut butter syrup. I really like peanut butter and strawberry syrup together. It's so good, and so I need to get some strawberry syrup. This is so good. I'm so glad I was able to figure it out, because I'm gonna be able to save so much money not getting a latte out every day. It'll be a sweet treat instead of like an everyday occurrence. Finally, I feel like that song, like, look at my cute cup too. The lighting in my kitchen is horrible. I understand. I'm gonna make some breakfast. We're gonna chill, read for a while. I have my quiet time already. And then I think we'll go for a walk because it's gonna warm up a little bit, like to the 70s today. We're gonna go for a walk in this neighborhood that I've been going for walks in. That's like very Hallmark-esque. I feel like I can pretend I'm in a Hallmark movie. I never really grew out of daydreaming, I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, success. I have caffeine on my belly, and I have put food on my belly before I actually get sick. I'm gonna read for about an hour because it's a little bit after 10, and then I can go for a walk when it's midday. I think it'll be a little bit nicer out. Before I start reading, I thought that I could tell you my first goal for the year / intention, and that is to steward my finances a lot better. I think this is a goal a lot of people have this year because we live in a world of treat yourself, and it's like the minority to look at your finances first and decide, is that financially smart before I treat myself? I'm like everyone else. I'm just a girl. I love to spend my money. It's payday. I want to go to Home Goods. I want to go to Target. But I have student loans. I have a car payment. and I don't have any credit card debt right now. So that's a blessing, but my goal is to pay off my car this year. I have had issues with my car almost since I've had it, and if anything happens to it that I just can't afford, I would love to be able to just trade it in and be done with it. But right now I still owe a lot on it, so I'm just not able to trade it in. So my plan is to pay it off. I'm building up my savings first. I just want to make sure I have an emergency fund before I start putting more money towards my car. So I think like maybe 1 to 2 more paychecks, I should be able to have that built up, and then I can start putting some payments down on my car. That's my first goal / intention of the year, is to pay off that freaking car and just be done with it. If I don't owe anything on it and it's running great, amazing. But if something happens, I know that I'm okay because I don't owe anything and I can just trade it in and be done with it. I'm gonna read, this is my Kindle. It says well read, I think it's backwards, but I did make this at Hobby Lobby. Like I got all the materials from Hobby Lobby and just did a DIY insert. So these are like they're glued on patches. And this is lace that I cut and trimmed around here. Last year, I read 119 books, which I think might be the most books I've ever read in a year. I may have been close to that when I was in middle school, but most years since middle school, since that time, I've read like 20 to 50. The year before last, so 2024, I read 80-ish books, and then this year I read 119. So last year. It's 2026, sorry. I don't really know what my goal is this year. I usually set my Goodreads goal like pretty low because I think reading should be fun, and if I feel stressed to meet a quota or meet this number, like I don't want to read. Like it'll put me in a slump, so I don't do that. I'm reading To Forge Her Fate. Let me just click on this. I don't even know. I know it's like a Regency romance. It's by Casey Stockton, clean Regency romance, To Forge Her Fate. This girl is trying to get back into society because her sister was involved in a scandal, ruined her whole family about 2 seasons ago. And so she's kind of trying to get back into the good graces of the society, and she does. But while she's doing that, I believe she falls for a blacksmith, and obviously he's not a common gentleman, and so it creates issues. She's trying to save her family from scandal again, but she's falling in love with this guy. I don't know. I will say I have, like, even last night, there were parts of it that I was like, I don't really know if I love this, but I also don't hate it, so I'm gonna keep reading it. I'm a big believer in DNFing, so if I don't like it, I will DNF it. Welcome to the best angle you've ever seen. I walked for an hour. It is about 12:40. My next goal and intention of the year is to be a good villager. And what I mean by that is I just moved to a new area. I mean, it's an area that I've lived in before, but I'm back again and new again. I would love to make new friends, have new community here. And I think to do that, to have a good community, a good village around you, you have to be a good villager. And so I really want to be intentional about my time, that I'm not making my schedule so busy that I don't have freedom to spontaneously help someone or hang out with someone or do something for someone. That's like a really big intention I want to set for the year, is just to be a better villager. Not that I felt like I'm a bad friend already, but I think that being in a new area, like, you have to put yourself out there and get a little uncomfortable to make new friends. So hopefully through church and through work, like, I can do that, but I want to be intentional in it and not just willy-nilly, like, hope I make friends. No, I want to, like, make myself uncomfortable by asking someone to hang out, or, you know, going above and beyond and, like, making a baked item for a friend to show them that I care, making a coffee or latte with my new latte machine to show them I'm thinking of them. Yeah, that's my second intention of the year, my second goal. Now we're gonna go get new coffee. I'm gonna get new espresso beans, and then I'm also gonna get just whole milk because I was using this malt oat milk, which I've seen on TikTok that it's really good, but the color of it was like so questionable to me. It kind of scared me, and it was making my lattes look weird, and I don't know if it was making it taste weird, so I'm gonna stick to what I know and just get whole milk. I gotta share that I did DNF my book. LOL. I love starting the year off with a DNF. I just like wasn't feeling it for a couple of reasons. One, it was insta love. Like, they saw each other, they talked, and like after their third encounter, this guy literally made a comment in the book how she asked him to help with her dad had a toothache and he needed to extract it, and he's the blacksmith of the town, so he extracts people's teeth. And she knocks on his door like, please help me, and he was like, in that moment I knew I would do anything. I would run into the lion's den for her. You've talked to her thrice. And then second, the way that he talked about her kind of rubbed me wrong, because he made comments frequently after like something would happen, like her maid got injured, her dad was having this really bad toothache, she didn't really care what the town said to an extent, and he was like, wow, I didn't know a lady could like be so strong-minded and not care and keep a calm demeanor. And it was just kind of giving, I think all women are weak-minded, and I don't really want to read about that. I don't think it was done in a gross way or anything. I just think like the subtlety of it was kind of bothering me. So I'm just going to DNF it. I have a ton of books at home that I would love to read, and so it wasn't like, oh, I'm sad to DNF this. That book was such a random book. I downloaded off of Kindle Unlimited like 2 days ago and thought that I would finish it before the new year, and then I didn't. So we're just scratching it and starting over. When I get home, I'll show you what I'm actually going to read. Welcome to my library. This was definitely done a little haphazardly, because when I first moved, which was literally like a month and a half ago, I just kind of put things up as best as I could and was like, we'll get to organizing it later and making it pretty, but I have not done that yet. I am going to be posting a video about my top reads of 2025. If you're into reading, you can expect a lot of book content out of me. I love to read, obviously. I kind of already know what I want to read, to be honest with you, but I'm gonna just say I have options. The Masterpiece by Francine Rivers, one of my favorite Christian romance fiction authors. I have a ton of books by her. I read the what is this one called? Mark of the Lion. I read this series in the fall. I have 2 copies of it. And then I have more of her books. I have The Lady's Mine. I have Redeeming Love. I definitely want to read just more of her books, and this is one of them that I want to get to this year. This is not what I'm going to be reading, I don't think. Yeah, no. Basically, last year, lol, yesterday. Last year, I read this novella at the end of the year. It was a set of novellas by different authors. One of my favorite authors is Joanna Barker, and so I read it because she had a book in the series, but through it, I discovered another author that I really liked, which is Sally Britton. Is that how you say it? And I found these books at Half Price Books, like the whole set. This is a whole series. I found them. Obviously they were cheap because it's Half Price Books. They're not that long. Like, they're pretty short, and I feel like they're gonna be easy reads. And I really liked her book in the novella series, so I think I'm gonna read these first, just because why not? Actually, that's my answer. Why not? So the first book is Rescuing Lord Inglewood. Silas Riley, Earl of Inglewood, is known among his peers in Parliament as the man made of stone. As a wealthy peer, there are few he trusts with his friendship. He guards his heart and his honor with diligence. And when he accidentally nearly takes his life, he's faced with a situation which threatens his standing in society. Growing up in the shadow of her older brother, Esther Fox's acceptance of his circle has been indifferent at best. So when she ends up in the compromising situation, as she saves the life of her brother's dearest friend, the Earl of Inglewood, she is forced to marry him to save her own reputation. Once again, she finds herself accepted only because of the situation and not because she is truly wanted. Neither are prepared for the loss, which further complicates their new relationship. With such a difficult beginning, can they ever hope to understand one another, let alone find love? Forced proximity, anyone? Forced proximity, anyone? I think I can honestly read a good portion of it today. Like, the writing does look kind of like skinny. Like, it's not like it's huge print. It's kind of like small print. I think this will be good. I think it'll be easy read. And I love that I have all of the series. So when I finish it, I can just keep going. It is 3:30 right now. I ate some lunch. I actually made another latte with the new coffee that I got. It's like a Starbucks one, which when I did my research on how to use my machine and how to use an espresso machine, everyone and their mother was like, don't buy the Starbucks one, grind your own beans. But I'm having a really hard time at grinding my own beans and it tasting good. So for now, I just got those. I would love to get some local beans and grind those because I feel like that would probably be better than like store-bought ones. But for now, I just got that. I made a shot of that and then I used whole milk instead of that malt oat milk, and it was significantly better. It was significantly better. I had this moment where I drank it and I was like, this is more than just, it's okay. This is, I may never need to go to a coffee shop again. I will be going to coffee shops again because it's fun and I love to drink seasonal things and get ideas. I've been reading a little bit of the book. I love this girl's writing. Like her writing style, Sally Britton's writing is like really easy. It's not overwhelming. It flows really well. I've been on my historical romance Regency kick. This book is really doing it for me. I have my robe on because I got chilly. I got this robe for Christmas from Amazon. I will stand up. Do you like it? I'm kind of thinking that I'm going to take an everything shower like soon. I was waiting to wash my hair until today because I just think it needed one more day before I washed it, and now it's ready. But before we do that, my third goal and intention of the year, there's some backstory with this goal. So in 2024, I had made the decision that I was going to lose weight. I was weighing anywhere between like 245 to 230-ish, between from when I graduated college to then. And I was kind of over it. There was people in my life taking the weight loss medications and losing weight. And I was like, I want to lose weight. Like, I don't want to look like this forever. I don't want to feel like this forever. I don't want to be immobile like this forever. But I've been overweight my whole life. And so I didn't know if I could. And I wasn't able to afford the medication. It wasn't a part of my insurance. I couldn't get it. So I just started walking and eating better. And in that year, like 2024, I lost 30 pounds just from walking and fixing my diet. And then in 2025, this past year, I did Hot Works for like half of the year and then started doing more like classes, like sculpt classes, mat Pilates classes, that kind of stuff. And last year I lost 40 more pounds. So I'm down a total of like 70-ish, give or take some pounds, since May of 2024, which is so freaking awesome. I did it through diet and exercise and I'm really proud of it. I'm at a place where I've kind of been where I'm at for a while and I've been okay with it. I've been okay with maintaining it and just like feeling okay with my diet. Like it gets exhausting, like always thinking about your food and being in a calorie deficit. So I just wanted a break. So in August, or like more like October, I guess it wasn't really August, like September, October, I was like, I'm going to work out. I'm going to just, eat when I'm hungry, eat my whole foods, just maintain where I'm at. And that's what I've done. I've just maintained. But this year, my goal is not necessarily weight loss, but it's more so just to get stronger. When I first started losing weight, I won't lie, my goal was to be the skinniest version I could be. But throughout losing weight and truly figuring out what it meant for me to live a healthy lifestyle, I kind of have discovered that I don't want to just be the skinniest version of myself. I want to be the strongest version of myself. I joined barre, Pure Barre, and I've done like 3 classes so far, but this year I want to commit to continue doing that like once to twice a week is what my package I have there will allow me to do. I want to do that. I want to continue just to move and walk because I feel the best when I do that. I want to eat really whole foods, clean foods, which I typically already do, but I want to kind of hone in on protein a little bit more than I have in the past. I'm at a place where if I feel like I can maybe take a closer look at my macronutrients and maybe I can lose some fat that I have still remaining to lose, but gain muscle. So that's kind of my goal for the year. I guess it's like muscle growth. I am wondering if I'm going to go to the gym, like get a gym membership to do weights. I'm not sure yet. I'm kind of debating that because I get really bored. But yeah, that's my second goal, just to continue doing what I'm doing, but also to get stronger. I don't want to be the skinniest version of myself. I want to be the strongest version of myself in 2026, mentally, spiritually, physically. light too much. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna end the video here. It is 6 p.m. and I have just taken an everything shower, done my skincare. It's one of those nights, you know what I mean? I'll just probably eat dinner and go to bed early because I work the next 2 days, Friday and Saturday. So I'm working the weekend. So I probably will go to bed like right at 9, honestly, because I didn't sleep the best last night, so I need to sleep. I had a great first day of the year. I'm so excited for what 2026 is gonna bring. I don't know what to expect, but I'm open to any and all experiences and what the Lord has in store for me, for you, for everyone. It's just, I really hope it's gonna be a good year. I feel like the consensus that I'm hearing is that 2025 was a rough year for a lot of people. And while it had rough parts for me, I did think most of it was really lovely, honestly. And so regardless of my experience and regardless of everyone else's experience, I'm just praying and hoping that 2026 is gonna be a better year for everyone. And if you liked my video, you should come back and watch more. See you next time.